Hey LC, welcome back to your 10th installment of LCTV. I'm Bree Berlin-Jerry.
And I'm Addie Wagner, and on this week's episode we will be talking about the Robotics Club,
The handbell class,
and the two teachers taking on the Dopey Run in Disney World. And now here's 5 things Elsie's talking about. Recently, a planet similar to Earth was found in the habitual zone.
Congrats to our boys swim team this past weekend for participating in the championship.
Pepsi is launching a new lemon lime soda called Starry, which is replacing Sierra Mist.
In-N-Out just announced that they're moving down east by Tennessee.
Scheduling started on the 25th. Over the next few weeks, expect meeting your counselors. Make sure you have your classes picked out for next year.
Students schedule through their Skyward account. So once the student is logged on to their Skyward account, they'll click on the scheduling tab on the left-hand side, and then there will be a link that says request courses for 2023-2024 school year, and they add the classes on there to complete their schedule.
Hey Addie, have you ever seen the 3D art room?
No, I haven't, but let's go take a look.
Good morning and welcome to my classroom. My name is Mr. Volk and I teach 3D art. First thing I want to do when I bring you guys into my classroom is show you some of the outside stuff that we have, and I call it the Art Galleria. It's a showcase to show students' talents. And what I have is people who are really interested in doing art sell and market their art. And then if you guys want, we'll go into my classroom. Just a quick heads up on my room. It's very chaotic and it looks like it's disorganized, but that to me is what an art room is about. There's projects in here from the first semester where we studied Alexander Calder and mobiles and stobules. I have some of my advanced 3D Art 3-4 students, pop art pieces, their self-portrait chair designs. The first part of the tour that we'll take is what I call the torch studio. And this is the room where we do bead making and glass marbles. So the kids come in, they use the oxygen and natural gas torches, and they create beads and marbles out of glass rods. It's a very in-depth project, and we do things in here that even some colleges don't do, so it's a really benefit to the kids to learn how to do some of these things they may only do once in their life. This area is what I like to call the kill area. It's where we do our glass fusing and slumping, so my 3D Art 3 and 4 kids learn how to melt glass, how to pop melt glass, how to slump, create things using glass and temperature, and actually melt glass together. So this is where we keep our hot tubs, as I like to call them. We also keep most of our supplies over here for the glass work here. And over to my left is the area where we do all the grinding with the grinders and cutting with ring saws. The last portion of the classroom is what I like to call the TARDIS. If anybody is a Doctor Who fan, you know that his TARDIS is a time machine, space traveling event that's basically in a police call box, and when you open it up, it's much larger than it is. So this is where we keep a lot of our tools and materials for the advanced class, and we have a lot of toys and surprises back here. It is a little chaotic, but we keep a lot of our materials back here. We have fabric for the chair designs, we have saws, we have drills, we have nail guns, we have sanders, we have storage space. We have just about anything you can imagine back here that most people would throw away, we consider to be pieces of art. So we're kind of like hoarders as well. And we'll take things and create things out of it that most people would just put in the trash.
Wow, that's one cool room.
You know what's even cooler? Mrs. Earhart and Mrs. Downey participating in the Dopey Run.
The Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend takes place annually in Orlando, Florida, where participants can run a 5K, 10K, half marathon, or full marathon. I had the opportunity to speak with 2 special runners who did all 4 races in 4 consecutive days, which is also known as the Dopey Challenge. Here's more on their unique experiences.
Well, my sister and her family have done the marathon weekend since like 2014, on and off. So this year they said, hey, we're going back to do the half. Why don't you guys do it? Well, then Earhart over here said, hey, let's do the Dopey and do all 4 races. So we said, sure, let's sign up.
Why not? Yeah. This was our first time doing the Dopey Challenge. I have not run a marathon before, but I had run a 5K, a 10K, and a half.
I've done a marathon before, but it was over 20 years ago. So putting all these 4 things together was an undertaking, that's for sure.
Definitely a challenge. We decided probably in February of last year that we wanted to sign up for this, but we really started preparing significantly in September. So, and our preparation was putting a lot of miles in, lots of miles. And
back to back to back miles.
yes, yeah.
Mine wasn't as bad because I do this thing called slogging, which is slow jogging. So the recovery is a little bit better. Earhart, though, she does a little running more than I do. So her recovery probably was a little bit more difficult. Yes.
I took a little bit more time off, I think, than Miss Downey did. Everything was fine after a day or two, except for my feet. My feet hurt. Then they still hurt, but it'll be fine. My favorite is just being obviously with friends and family, but also Disney does such a great job at everything that they do. I mean,
amazing.
Disney just does it right.
I totally recommend it because here's the great thing at Disney in this run. Like, there's no set size of person to do this. Everybody's welcome. They make everybody feel great. It's just, if you put your mind to it, you can totally do this.
And put some miles in. You have to put some miles in for sure, but anybody can do it.
Yeah.
You know, anybody can do it.
train,
so,
you can do it.
And would I do it again? Yes, I want to do it again next year.
She's trying to talk me into it. I don't know. I haven't said yes yet.
You should have went with them, Bree.
I would if I wasn't so interested in the Robotics Club. Let's check it out.
Robotics, we're a club that we build robots, we compete. We have 2 teams this year, an A and a B team. And we build 2 separate robots using the parts given to us by Vex. We code them and control them with our controllers. Our game this year is a 2v2 match with 4 robots on the field. We are shooting these discs into like a goal type of thing, and then we also spin rollers to get points, and the most amount of points at the end wins.
I'm Annika. I'm one of the co-presidents of Robotics, where we design, build, program robots to participate in competition. The hardest part for me as a programmer is doing autonomous testing, because autonomous is the 15-second interval at the very beginning of a match where the robots move completely programmed. The driver is not in control of them, and it's my responsibility as a programmer to code that portion. Tournaments are incredibly stressful and incredibly fast-paced. There's never really a moment of time where you can just take a breath because you're going from one match to the next. But overall, they're very fun, and it's very rewarding at the end to see how well you've done.
I joined robotics because I was asked by the presidents, Annika and Lucas, to join because I had a class with them and they knew that I knew how to code, so they asked me to join so they can have a second programmer for their B team. I would say I do recommend this club for others because the people here are, well, hilarious, and honestly, it's a worthwhile experience to go to the tournament and be stressed out sometimes because you're worried about if your robot will perform well in the next match. It's honestly an experience that you have to go to in order to know what is going on.
I really hope there isn't a robot apocalypse.
I mean, I guess. Let's go see what Haley and Taylor have to say on this week's sports update.
What's up, LC? I'm Haley Delgado. And I'm Taylor Semenzi. And welcome back to your first sports update of the new year. Your boys basketball team started 2023 with a win at the LaPorte Holiday Tournament. They have since beat Munster, Highland, Lowell, LaPorte, and Valpo. They sadly fell to Portage and West Lafayette. The girls basketball team won against Mishawaka, Kankakee Valley, and Portage, but sadly were defeated by West Lafayette. The wrestling team won against LaPorte, but were taken down by Portage. They got second in the Lake County Championships, and congrats to Ellie Janowski for getting first in the DAC. The boys swim team took second place at the Highland Invitational, and then won against Crown Point, Michigan City, and Munster. They fought hard, but were defeated by Chesterton. They compete this weekend in the DAC. Good luck, boys. Your girls swim team beat Michigan City and Munster, but they lost to Crown Point and Chesterton. They took 4th in the DAC.
The girls gymnastics team started their season off with a win against New Prairie, Munster, and Westville. They took 2nd in the Valpo Pairs Invite. Unfortunately, they fell to Portage, but came back strong with wins against Lowell and Munster.
And that's all for this week's sports update.
See you next time.
Bye!
Thanks, guys, for the update.
Hey, Addie, did you know we have a handbells class?
No, I didn't, but that sounds fun. Let's go check it out.
Handbells can be a year-long or a semester class. I've had students do it both ways. Some do the whole year and some add in with their schedule if they can only do the first semester. Experience with music and other instruments is going to give you a little bit of an advantage, but we have had plenty of people who come in and have never read music. We do our concerts once every 9 weeks. We've got our February concert on the 9th this year with Grimmer, and that's what we're preparing for now, and then our final concert with the choir in May.
What I enjoy about Handbells is the creative freedom that there is. I'm in class with a lot of my friends, and it's just like a really relaxed environment. Handbells is a really awesome class. We're trying to split it up into 2 classes, so I do recommend people to join. If you need an arts credit, it's really simple. You can join with your friends. We play like handbells, and obviously like it's like big to small for like low to high, and then we play something called chime, which is like a block and it's like gray and it looks like that, and that's a chime. And then we also play boom whackers, which are like a tube, and they're really colorful and they're all different colors.
You're right, that class does sound really fun.
You know what else sounds fun? The Minute to Win It game.
I'm James.
I'm Cooper.
I'm Chris. And we are Team Locked In.
I'm Sam. I'm Leah. I'm Haley. And we are Team Super Locked In.
In the first round, we will see who could store M&Ms the fastest.
That's crazy.
1, go.
Nah, I'm not saying nothing because I'm locked in. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta be like focused. Oh my god. Okay, okay.
Oh. Oh. Hold on. Let's go. Hey, I'm locked in.
Dude.
In the second round, players will look for the Hershey Kiss with the X on it.
I did it though.
What is this supposed to look like?
Oh, found it. Oh.
See, nah, because this is misleading. This is so misleading.
In the final round, students will compete to flip 3 cups in a row the fastest.
2, 1, go.
To be honest, I think that we should have won, but it was kind of hard because we were against a bunch of like tryhards that just tryhards and everything.
They tried cheating at the start, but that didn't happen. We didn't allow that.
When we had our practice rounds, we were on a flow, and then all of a sudden we just like fell off. Didn't do good at all.
All right, so I mean, you already know what the deal is. I'm on the winning team. I mean, my teammates got it done. Me personally, I didn't get it done. The odds were against me. The moderators of the game were cheating.
I personally think that this challenge is very unfair, and I got the most difficult challenge because those cups were impossible to flip, and how he magically just flipped them all at once, I don't know.
I'm a part of the winning team, Team Locked In. The odds was against us, but clearly we still won. Winning team, can y'all come here right quick? Come on, bring it in. Yep. This is what a winning circle looks like. You should surround yourself around people like us.
Congrats, boys, but I bet we could do better.
Well, that's it for today, Elsie. I'm Bieber and Jerry.
And I'm Addie Wagner. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and our other social media platforms.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.
Bye.
Oh, it's me. Hi. Hello. Hey, can you hear me?
Wait, what?
Yes. Let's go.
Located just across the street from Lake Central, Smoothie King offers a delicious smoothie for whatever your dietary goal may be. With real natural ingredients and enhancers to help you manage weight, get fit, be well, or enjoy a treat, each smoothie is customizable to fit your needs. The friendly staff is always happy to help you find the taste and ingredients that are right for you. Download the Healthy Rewards app to earn discounts and rewards and to upgrade from a small to a medium for free on Fridays.